Welcome to the BAM Sports Show.
I carefully place all of it in various trash cans around.
Any other headlines you guys are interested in tomorrow?
I'll poop in a urinal.
It's going to be a wet one.
He shoots. He scores. You suck.
Rip's wife is going to make him sleep in the bathroom tub tonight.
A dark horse candidate of where I may eventually want to end up living for good.
Welcome to a brand new sports show experience coming through your wavelengths. Let's get ready to have some fun. So sit back, crack open a drink, and let's talk some sports.
Buongiorno. Welcome.
What's up, everybody?
What up?
Sports show.
The BAM Sports Show. BAMless, but
Bamless once again. He is currently down on the injury list. Anyways, how we doing?
yep, they told you eventually you keep jerking off, you're gonna go blind, and wouldn't listen.
Know. He tested the limits and found his limit.
Yeah.
How's our brackets looking? How's
I didn't do a
everybody's
bracket.
You didn't do a bracket.
I didn't do a bracket. You know, and if the show was going a couple weeks ago, I would have remembered to do it. Just it came into work and everyone's talking about, oh yeah, Oakland beat Kentucky. I'm like,
Son of a bitch.
the bracket hasn't started yet, has it? Like, oh yeah, did you miss it? Like, yeah.
I did a completely
One time I
chalk
get-
bracket.
One time I get even remotely interested in basketball.
Minus one game. I did a chalk bracket.
What was the one game?
I had the Illini going to the Elite Eight.
They're in
That was
the
it.
Elite Eight.
I know.
As of last night, my Illinois boys.
It was the only unchalk I did. So I am at 61%.
Well, I guess technically they were the underdog, weren't they? They were the 3 seed. You said
They were
you're
the
at
three.
what percent?
61.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I'm at 76, so not much better, but better enough.
Oh, wait, it jumped. I'm at 72.
Oh, damn.
My dude.
Who'd you pick for your champion?
UConn.
We'll see. It's going to be a good game. Illinois-UConn tomorrow at 5:09.
I went completely chalk besides minus one game.
Is Gonzaga still in?
No.
No?
Nope.
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
That's sad. I gotta go blow my nose up here.
Gonzaga lost to Purdue
Purdue.
yesterday.
Of course.
And we got Creighton and Tennessee right now, and Houston and Duke. The other game from the day was NC State over Marquette, 67-58. It's been some good games. Illinois is the one team that I've really watched the most of. They looked really good. Iowa State's defense, man, that's the best defense in the league. Illinois beat them by 3, but throughout the entire game,
I heard it didn't seem close.
the entire game, it felt like Illinois was losing, but they had the lead from the first points, so they came out hot. UConn is a whole different kind of team to go up against. They're the number 2 scoring team in college basketball, Illinois being the number 1.
Who's the lowest seed you think has the best chance of making it to the finals?
So right
Who's the lowest seed that has
now,
Either Alabama or Clemson.
yeah, I was gonna. Well, yeah, one of them has to.
One of them has to make it.
Yep. That's funny that it's an Alabama-Clemson basketball game going for the Final Four.
Right.
Like to go from the Elite Eight to the Final Four. It's usually football.
Yeah.
Usually football powerhouses. So somebody was telling me earlier too that SEC basketball this year it's like they won 9 of 13 possible games or something like that, or I don't know, something crazy, something like really good. Like SEC's basketball teams are really good this tournament apparently. But got a couple of games on now. Elite Eight, we've got 2 already set. UConn versus Illinois, Alabama, Clemson. Those are the East and West brackets that are set. And then the South is NC State versus
Winner of
Houston
Duke,
or
right?
Duke. And then, because NC State beat Marquette tonight. And then the Midwest is Purdue versus whoever wins out of Creighton and Tennessee. I hope it's Tennessee. Creighton's
Is it
looking
Tennessee
pretty
or-
good.
Isn't Tennessee your champion?
Yeah, Tennessee's who I picked to be my champion. I had no science behind that. I just picked them.
Mhm.
I zagged. You never want to zag on them. It's never. Is your cigar still nasty?
No, I switched them.
Oh, good.
I want a better one. You notice there's smoke now? This is the,
I did notice.
clear.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, maybe it started working.
Nope, switched out.
Yeah. So, college basketball, that's going strong. Football off season still happening.
Mhm.
Pretty big trade today. Hassan Reddick sent to the Jets for a conditional 2026 third round that improves to a 2026 second round pick if Reddick receives or reaches 67.5% play time. Very specific number. And 10 sacks.
It's so weird thinking about draft, like sending a draft pick from 2 years from now.
I know, yeah.
It's like coaches will be changing, like, maybe even ownership. And be like, oh, we got a pick there. I forgot about that.
Yeah, who knows what's even
The Jets will be playing in St. Louis.
Will we even have football in 2 years?
I hope so.
Who knows? Reddick in 2023, 11 sacks, 38 tackles, 74% of defensive snaps. So he's got to basically, if he reaches what he did last year and just stays there, then they get a second round pick. So decent trade for him. I just didn't see this trade being made to the Jets. I didn't think the Jets needed anybody like him, but I'm also kind of tuned out of football right now because I already know who the Bears are going to pick.
Yes, you do.
And apparently, the NFL is starting to crack down on that. He retweeted something. It was a tweet.
Right, damn.
This is about Keenan Allen.
Yeah, about how good it'll look throwing to Keenan Allen, and I don't know. He had it up, retweeted it, and then took it down. And people are speculating the NFL kind of, hey, whoa.
No, let's keep it a mystery here.
I mean,
Like
Bears
Baker
could
Mayfield when he's going to the
technically make the
Browns.
pick now.
That's the thing is, oh bless you. So when the draft starts, I feel like it should start like, all right, and the 2024 NFL draft has officially began. Welcome to the stage, whoever to announce the pick for. Or no, it's
Aaron Rodgers.
it's Goodell. I forgot he does all the first round, so he can just go.
Right.
The NFL draft has officially opened, and with the first pick in the NFL draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams instead of, and the draft has started, and then
Wait
10
3
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah. What is it?
Yeah, we don't need an
10
extra.
minutes,
You
10
can wait
minutes.
all off season plus 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I've always hated that. It's like, why do
Yeah.
you need this extra 10 minutes? Like,
Yeah.
who you're picking.
I'd love to see cut to like The Office or whatever. The Bears are just scrambling, calling for him like it's a.
Oh, he's not picking up the
Like,
phone.
I'll sell you.
Who do we call? Oh no, we called Kalen Williams.
Yeah, yeah. The kicker from
No.
DeVry.
Right.
That'd be awesome.
Man. So also with the NFL, we got the new the new to the NFL kickoff rule, the XFL kickoff.
Oh, they're going to do the NFL now.
Yep.
Yes.
Which we all kind of thought was going to happen anyways, but it's cool to see, see it coming for real. Because I like the way that they did the kickoffs. I wish that they would do the fourth down stuff, though.
A little bit. Like, I'm still on the mindset that they should be fourth and 15?
Mm-hmm.
I think it should be like 4th and 25.
Yeah,
I think it
should be more difficult.
It should be like a Hail Mary, like, you're probably not going to make this, but, you're giving you a snowball's chance in hell versus the onside kick in the NFL now. It's not happening. It's
right.
Like, it never happens. It's ridiculous. So
I'm actually curious of that.
Find the percentage of successful onside kicks in the NFL.
5.2% were recovered in 2023.
That sounds way higher than I was expecting. I was thinking like
because the run up is banned.
Yeah. But wouldn't that be a simple solution, though? Is just like, hey, if you're doing an onside kick, you're allowed to do a run-up. You just have to announce, like, I'm going to do an onside kick.
That's what they're doing. Teams have to declare, as part of the potential changes to NFL kickoffs, teams would only be permitted to try onside kicks while trailing in the fourth quarter and will be required to declare in advance those attempts.
Now, that means they'll be able to do a run-up?
No, I think it's still the same, but they'd potentially be allowed to use an unbalanced formation with 6 players to one side of the ball and 4 to the other.
That's still. I think that makes it worse, honestly, because you can't do an onside kick in the second quarter for funsies.
Yeah.
Because I think that's the only chance we even have a chance to do it is if you do it undeclared with this current no run situation. Keith, are you awake?
What? Sorry, I was asleep. What'd you say?
How are those Cubs doing?
They're 0-1. They're not playing.
Yeah, just like the
All right,
Mariners.
so as of March 3rd, here's Albert Breer. As Tom Pelissero said, the NFL is working on a proposal that includes teams having to declare onside kicks, part of a much larger concept that'll have teams kicking off from the opponent's 40-yard line with an aim on increasing returns, taking space/speed out. Kickoff teams line up on the plus 40. Same alignment rules. Everyone but kicker has a foot on the 40. Return team lines up 9 to 10 players in the setup zone between the 35 and 30. 6 must have their foot on the 35. And then 1 to 2 returners between the goal line.
Right. AOL.
20. Huh?
Danny's door sounds like the AOL messenger.
Yeah. No one but the kicker and return men can move until the ball is touched by a returner. So, same kind of thing with the XFL. Nobody moves until the ball is caught.
I like it.
And then if kicker kicks it into the end zone on the fly, touchback comes out to the 35.
The 35 now?
Yep, and then if a return team lets it roll into the end zone, touchback goes to the 20.
So if it flies in the air, it's the 35?
Mm-hmm.
If it rolls, it's a 20?
Yep. So, I mean, it's cool. It'll
definitely make the kickoffs more entertaining in the NFL because
they're not
90% of them are touchbacks.
It's just wasted space. It's wasted air time at this point.
Yeah.
I've always liked kickoffs though because Bears fan.
You're Devin. You're
Devin Hester.
Devin Hester. I get it. I'm a '90s Packers fan. We had Desmond Howard.
Oh, it's not as good as
Not as good as Desmond.
Devin.
Desmond.
And then I guess in a little more of an NFL spin around before we touch on baseball and then the spring footballs. Chiefs signed Louis Zamit.
Good job pronouncing that.
Zamit?
Is that right? I would have never attempted.
You said it with confidence, so I'm
Yeah.
going to say yeah.
I do everything with confidence, but it's most likely I don't know what I'm doing.
If you say my name that way and pronounce it wrong, I will second guess how to pronounce my name.
So he is a Wales rugby star. So
Go Wales!
We've got another rugby tryout basically in the NFL. A few years ago, the 49ers had, I forgot the guy's name, but he was a big rugby hitter. This guy's a little smaller and faster, but they're going to give him a shot with the kickoffs, which is a smart move because it sounds like they're trying to increase returns and getting a guy who's like this. The kickoff is as close to what rugby is. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, that's true.
It's a smart idea.
Here's I think we talked about this. Oh, sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say they're planning on putting him at running back, wide receiver as well.
It's something we talked about. Right? I think we talked about this before, and it made some conversation. But I still kind of in the mindset that just kind of like how we can take starting to pick, kickers from soccer and players from rugby and bring them into football.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might be able to kind of tap into the sumo market for like offensive linemen.
It's funny that you say that because there are linemen that have actually trained sumo.
Yeah, I heard that.
I don't know, man. Have you seen some of these professional sumo mountains?
Oh yeah. Now I know, like we're used to just the 400-pound. I know that's probably not going to be in the NFL, but they do have all their weight classes, but they do have a different size. Like sumo wrestlers that actually look like football players competing. I would be curious if someone was like really versed in if they could make a transition into like protecting a QB.
The only issue that I have on that is the fact that what's the conditioning like? You know what I mean?
Because they only go for like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
I've never actually watched a legitimate sumo match. Have you?
Just John Boy. Like he's done some. John Boy Media's done a few of them, and anything he puts on there, he makes any sport interesting.
He does. He did the Dutch or Netherlands or whatever, the death diving, and he. Have you seen that?
No.
People just jump off the diving boards, like one of those high dives. They just jump off and just hold a pose as long as they can into the water. It's pretty spectacular. And then he did one on Finnish baseball, which I don't know if you've ever seen.
The rules are just like ridiculous. Like their balls can go out in the creek. Yeah. And the bases was like 3. There's how many bases are? I think there's still 3, but they're like in weird ass directions.
They're weird locations.
Yeah, I think you run to the left and then over and then back around. I don't know. They're not equidistant like the diamond is.
Yeah. It's like someone from went and watched the baseball game in 1890, sailed back to Sweden and watched one game and was like, okay, I think I remember how this game works. Don't quote me, but it's pretty fun. We should play it. And that's how Swedish baseball was formed.
It's really good. It's a lot of fun, and I want to actually see it or even play it.
Yeah, it'd be fun. It's still bare glove, right? No gloves.
Right.
I think so.
And cricket.
That'd be pretty cool.
Cricket is a big thing, but I don't think cricket sumo or judo or soccer or rugby would translate to the MLB as well.
No way. Maybe an outfielder. I mean,
much different batting style.
and the bowling
Yeah.
instead of the pitching is nuts because it's like you can throw it hits the ground typically, and you like aim at the guy who's hitting the ball.
It's like a harder ball too, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a pool
and they
cue.
they have to use the same ball like throughout the entire game too.
That's insane to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'll always see, in different like sporting apps or whatever, this cricket game, and it's like the 30th hour or some shit like that.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's insane long. But the cool thing about cricket is if I hit a ball directly to my right and it goes over the
Playing
fence.
cricket?
Yeah. If I hit a ball and it's a foul ball in baseball, but it goes directly to my right and over the fence, it's still a home run, I think.
No shit.
Because they're in like big arenas.
Oh
Basically.
yeah. It's funny when I worked security. We watched like every football game because there's like when the building was closed, one person had to do a rove like once an hour, and so we just watched football all the time. When the football season was over, like we watched the Super Bowl, and then like the next day, like okay, we got to watch the Canadian football Super Bowl, and then after that, we're like, okay, we need to watch the rugby
Grey Cup.
Super Bowl.
It's called the Grey.
The Grey
it's called
Cup.
Grey
Okay,
Cup.
my apologies. The Grey Cup, and then we went on YouTube and found like the rugby championship game, and knowing nothing about rugby.
Dude, it's so much fun to watch.
But if you know football, you can follow it.
Yeah,
for the most
for sure.
part. I mean, there's still things that you don't quite get that are going on, and we didn't have our computer that we watched on didn't have any sound to explain what was going on. But we could still okay, we get it. We can for the most part.
Right, you can
there's
follow
some things
along.
that you're a little confused, but yeah, you understand the touchdowns, you understand field goals and all that, and then you're like, okay, let's watch. We got that. Now let's move on to cricket. Right, and we had no clue what was happening.
That's when comprehension stops.
Yeah, just the guy with the ball comes up to the wickets and just yay! I don't know. Yeah,
so,
it was. Baseball does not help you understand cricket whatsoever.
And I'm looking at the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. It was played in India in 2023. I'm just looking at the scores. All right, this is the World Cup final. Australia won the 2023 in ICC Men's Cricket World Cup with a score of 241/4 to 240. Then it says Australia beat India by 6 wickets. What?
Ooh, oh, okay.
That math doesn't add up.
What's a wicket?
I thought are they outs?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's a musical that I've seen.
Okay. 1839. I heard a rumor that baseball was invented before cricket. I'm looking it up right now. It says 18th.
I just Googled what is a wicket cricket. Apparently it's a rapper in Houston.
Huh?
Alright.
2 turn.
Okay, this is cricket's older, but I heard something about baseball being older than cricket. I guess it was wrong.
Oh, it's the stumps.
Yeah, it's the sticks. Up
Yeah.
there, but-
It's those sticks the wicker sticks, the wicker wickets.
So the top bowler in this game was Josh Hazelwood, who had 17 total wickets. Again, that doesn't tell me anything. Does that mean he hit the wicket 17 times?
I think I'm completely talking out of my ass here, so I hope someone's who knows cricket is watching this and just laughing. So I think if you hit the wicket without the batter hitting the ball like basically a strike, I think the batter is out. If the batter hits the ball and before he's able to get to the next, because I think the wickets are set up on either side, maybe before. It's almost like tagging the base. If you go over there and you hit the ball against the wickets before the batter gets there, then he's out. But there's 2 bases, I think, and they just go back and forth between the 2. And each time they do it, it's like a run.
Okay.
I think.
I just need to go play it. I just need to go. There's like
You just
a
play it a
group
little
of-
bit and just.
There's
just
like a
start.
pretty decent size Indian community here, like
Mhm.
from
That'd be
India,
fun.
and they go out. There's a park out by our airport, and they play out there like once a weekend.
Dude.
They've got like full
So-
like white suit garb and like
The wicket is the grass in between the sticks.
What?
Oh, so if you get a
You have to
Does it
run
mean you
back and forth between it after you hit the ball.
Which is the baseline, right?
You just run
And
back
so
and
getting
forth.
them.
I think.
Man.
3 idiots tried to figure out cricket.
This is entertaining.
Three American idiots.
Get some Indians on the YouTube channel and just tell us everything that we're doing wrong.
I'm usually really decent with statistics, and I don't understand a lot of it yet. Now I'm going
Here's
to be
the position.
obsessed with it. I'm going to download a cricket game and learn how to play.
Do it.
Dude, you want a big mind
Screen that I'll
bender?
watch tonight.
Google cricket positions.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this
I'm going to get
will.
really stoned after this, and I'm just going to learn tonight.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because I was actually going to spend the night starting my Python learning.
Do you have a Python? You bought a Python?
No, Python, the data, like the
Is it
computer
work-related?
language. No, well, it's hopefully future work related, because I'm
Let's talk about
going
the
to be
games.
learning to code.
Ooh.
All right, so we've got a square leg. We'll start with one. You've got the wicket keeper. Slips, who's your second position. Your third position is the goalie. You got the point at 4, cover at 5, mid off at. Wait, that's 9. 6 is your third man, which is behind all of your other players. You've got your 7 position on the other side of the field is your fine leg. Then you go down. So I'm on the right side now. You go down. You've got the mid wicket. And then your 9 player is the mid off, and then 10 square leg.
Yeah, there's like no consistency to any of it.
So confused.
And then there's other there are other positions on the field. All right. We've got cover. We went over that. We covered cover, but have we covered the extra cover?
Or the silly wicket. I remember that card.
There's a wicket keeper. We talked about that.
You're a
There's also
silly
a
wicket.
bowler.
How about we talk about real baseball?
This is real. Holy cow, you got a deep backward point. You got a long stop. You got a long leg, a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, silly mid on. Short
That's
leg,
the one.
There's
silly
silly
mid
mid on.
off. You have a non-striking batsman and a batsman. A straight hit long on cow corner.
Okay.
Corner.
A typical wicket cricket game has 11 players on each team. You said at least 30 different positions.
Yeah, well, I think they have the shift. It's the cricket shift.
Yeah. But you look at them like the positions on the field, there's no like pattern to it. It's just like a
It's a
shotgun.
circle. It's a big circle.
Right, but where the guys are standing, it doesn't seem like there's any
There's no sense
Like,
to
right-
it.
Come to the Band Sports Show to learn about cricket.
That's fine. We'll be a cricket pod. We got 9 viewers right now. They're staying around because they also want to learn cricket. It's 2024. I had to stop and think. I almost said.
Yeah, I know. I was saying 2016 for like 4 years.
Oh yeah. No, it's 2020 now. Ah shit! It's not even the same
There's
number in front.
What's a long arm? What's that?
Yeah,
The
there's so
long
many
arm.
different parts to cricket. We're gonna learn. On Game Pass, they used to have a cricket game, and if it's on there, I'm just gonna start downloading it while we're talking.
Let's try and figure out this madness.
So
Cricket
Maybe.
22.
okay, so I found this thing. These are mandatory fielders. I Found it.
Mandatory fielders. Okay.
One of our trucks at work, we've nicknamed it Mandatory Fun. That's a fun one. I like
There are
that.
variations or additions to the primary position.
Ryan, I don't remember what you do.
He doesn't do anything.
I don't do anything at all. I'm an engineer for a stone countertop company here in town. It sounds way cooler than it is.
It's way cooler than my job.
I sit on a computer
Sounds
and
cooler than my job.
make geometry all day.
I do geometry. So.
It pays the bills. Baseball. You guys want to talk actual real baseball?
We'll talk a little baseball, yeah.
Baseball's back, baby.
Shohei Ohtani news. Oh, gambling is Pete Rose all over again.
Dude.
Now, is he actually in trouble, or is it just his translator? Or is he guilty of association?
Right now, it's just the translator, and nobody's in trouble yet, technically. It's
Spending too much time on DraftKings.
There's a lot of weirdness around this whole situation, and nothing is clear, which makes everybody even weirder about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I mean, this is the start of this, and this is going to be like an all-year-long, probably investigation by MLB, you know?
Yeah, this isn't going away anytime soon.
No, not at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear anything about it at the end of it until the end of the year.
Yeah, this seems like seems like they're going to let them play the year. They're going to let the Dodgers try to win the World Series. And then winter meetings comes around, GM meetings come around, whatever.
Rick's about to hop on, just FYI.
I saw that.
Okay.
But yeah, winter meetings, whatever, come along, then they announce, oh, we're going to suspend him for a year or something like that. I don't know. It's all going to be a slap on the wrist. And there are, and I haven't verified anything because I'm super busy at work doing nothing all the time, staying late. But there are some people out there tracking bets and stuff, and there's some rumblings of maybe there were thrown games, maybe, possibly, but
Potentially. When he was pitching.
when he was pitching, yeah. But nothing new on that yet, and we gotta wait to see.
But baseball is back.
Baseball is back. We had a fight. Reese Hoskins slid super late and
right into.
Yeah, right into him. It was an old school nasty breakup slide, and it was bad. It was a gross slide. Did he get tossed?
I don't think he got
What's
tossed.
What's the rule for that? Because I've heard
It's interference.
sometimes you're allowed. Okay, it is interference because I've heard some people say that it's like, oh yeah, you're in your right to slide as hard as long as you're in the base pass. You're allowed to slide as hard as you want, which to me shouldn't be. And I'm all about like you should be able to collide at the plate. I think you should be able to do all that stuff, but that I think is wrong.
Yeah. It's hard because I don't want to be one of those like rah-rah, old, like how people are with football sometimes. It's like, you can't even play football.
But that one was.
See, that's me. I want violence.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
What's
In
going
the
on
Navy.
there?
I'm guessing my
Union
mic is really
everything.
bad right now.
No, I
Yeah.
can hear you.
I literally just left work. I just got in my truck in the parking lot. So
That's hilarious.
here I am.
Hey, you made it. Are you off?
You missed.
Yeah, I literally
the best discussion we ever had.
I just walked out the door and got in my truck. Like I'm looking at the hangar bay right now.
Yeah, you did just miss the best discussion we've ever had on this show.
Pray tell.
It was about
We had
cricket.
a 20-minute conversation about cricket.
Yeah.
About Cricket Wireless.
Nope.
No,
the
no,
sport.
Cricket. The sport.
Did you see the look of disgust on his face?
He's like, cricket. What?
Luckily, I got this nifty little cell phone holder right here for like
Oh, that's sick.
So nifty.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That is nice. Yeah.
Yes,
thank you,
sir.
Cricket. What?
But
Danny, are you frozen?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I see.
You're frozen.
I'm gonna get on and off real quick.
No, I see. I see.
Everything
Jesus.
is-
I can see you and hear you.
Yeah.
You're
It's
just
just
potato.
super chatty.
Fine.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
We'll
Go
still be here.
take your hamster out of your ass.
You
Oh,
guys
no,
see
I'm
here?
top. Yeah.
So what's the scoop? What are we talking about, fellas?
Well,
We
we
just
were just getting into
go-
baseball.
Baseball.
Oh, sick.
We were talking
We were
about Reese
the-
Hoskins
Okay, I'm just gonna
and
shut up
his
over here.
slide. Hey,
I'm gonna try something.
You're the host.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
You're the host. My bad.
Let me know if this. I'm gonna try plugging this through on my car speaker. I don't know how shitty it's gonna be or not.
We'll see how she works. Waiting to hear Rick's music pop on. I want to see what he was listening to in this truck before.
No. How does this sound?
That's worse.
It's way worse.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. There you go. The phone mic is way better.
Okay.
But yeah, no, we
All
were
right.
talking about Reese Hoskins and his late slide, and just how Blake's blind.
I host the show.
There he is.
Blake's Bond.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What up,
Okay.
bitches? I'm here.
She's put some sunglasses on.
He is indeed. What's up, Blake?
What's up, fellas? How are you?
Jesus.
Another day?
Welcome to the
Yeah.
BAM Sports Show where Blake's.
Oh no, I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Oh, I'll be back.
I don't
you
know
guys
how
look
to
clear.
change them.
Do I look
don't
better?
know I don't know how to move them.
Hey,
Time out.
is
Has Danny done his team reveal yet?
Nope, not
No,
yet. We were
nope, not
waiting.
yet.
We haven't even got to. We haven't got to UFL
You
yet.
said you were gonna come late, so I wanted to wait for you.
So we
Hey,
just
speaking
started
of come, do you call your seamen landmen?
Ha!
can you guys see me okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
You see
I
us
know
okay?
you can't see us though.
I can't see shit. I'm not exactly.
What's it? So what does it look like? Is it just all blurry?
So the best way I can describe it is like, remember the old, like, remember when Scream the movie came out?
Uh huh.
Like that next Halloween, they had those like ghost face masks where they had like the pump in your hand and like you pumped it, and, like blood came running down.
Uh huh.
That's what my eyes look like, both of them.
Oh,
Your
Okay.
face
Cool.
is swollen.
that sounds great.
It's a lot
I didn't
of
scroll
fun.
back in the conversation far enough. Why are your eyes? You had some surgery, right?
Not yet. Nope. I've got surgery scheduled for Tuesday.
What's going on with your eyes?
I've got diabetic neuropathy with hemorrhaging
Oh, no.
in both eyes.
Oh,
Shit,
fuck,
that sounds
I'm
awful.
Yeah, it's not fun, but hey, we're here. We're getting through it. And the doctor didn't say I couldn't drink, so
You know what,
Oh,
folks?
no.
I think that deserves a like down here.
Yeah.
Hey, and the drink.
Look at that dedication, man.
I got water.
I just drank my Dr. Pepper.
And
when this show
my
hits big,
nice
we're
little
gonna make a
Yeti
lot
from
of
my company.
donations. When the show hits big, we're gonna make a lot of donations to the diabetes foundations. Yeah, fuck this shit.
Because two of us have it though.
That's terrible. And yours is type 1, right?
Yes.
That motherfucker.
Is that the bad one, or do you want two?
Hey, Ryan.
What's up?
You want
You don't
I
want
think we need to
either.
swap. I'm not sure. Is it on the 5-person backdrop?
No.
Oh, no.
Probably not because this asshole joined late. But hey, we're talking sports Friday night. What up, bitches?
Now it is.
What's up? Do you miss our cricket conversation? It was
Yeah,
pretty
you
good.
missed our cricket
We
convo.
had a 20-minute
Yeah.
conversation about cricket.
It was
We are
good.
now officially cricket experts. So
Yeah.
anything you want to ask us, you
Do you-
just anything you want to know
learned
about cricket,
about
you have to ask us.
I'm not exaggerating. I just spent 25 minutes trying to figure out where the Google Chrome browser is on my screen, and to find my mouse and to try to type in StreamYard, and then it wanted me to sign. I couldn't find anything, so I was like, I will follow Keith's advice.
Just click the fucking link.
But
Yeah.
that even wasn't easy because then it was like,
I-
well, you got to open the Safari and paste the link.
Oh, because you're on your phone.
That's what
Oh,
it
yeah,
sounds.
you're on your phone. It shows that we have 10 viewers right now.
Holy shit!
What's up,
Make your-
everybody?
Not including
Make
the 5 of
yourselves
us.
known.
We're
We have
not
9
viewers.
And
people
tell us more
watching
about
on
cricket.
Tweet. Yeah, let us know. Who's your favorite wicket guardsman?
Yeah.
What was
Who's
his
your
name?
favorite-
Wicket protector?
Who's your favorite mid-off long leg?
Does he control the like the Wikipedia?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep, it's actually Julian Assange. He's the wicket guy.
Hey, Blake, can you do me a favor and just put some sunglasses on like blind people so we don't have to look at your disgusting...
Yeah, we were
like-
talking about that earlier. You need to put a Hawaiian shirt on
I
and
do. Hold
glasses, and you could just be Bernie.
I'm not sure where they're at. Hold on.
Do you
Wait,
have
Yeah,
a
you're not going to be able to
whiteboard?
find...
Blake's gonna run into the wall.
Multiple
Don't
times.
you have a seeing eye dog? Like a...
Where's
I've
Vision?
got Vision.
His name is Vision.
Yo.
Oh, look at those doggies.
Oh,
You say hi. Hi, buddy.
That's great.
Hold on. Glasses are over here somewhere, I think.
this is pretty fun. Hey, point the camera so we can help you find your glasses.
Oh yeah.
All right, no, that's your
What
glasses.
do we
Your phone.
got there?
You got some ranch packets. It's a
That's
shirt and a
ranch.
bottle. Oh, I see your glasses. Left. No, we're left. I see them. Left. Go left. More.
Yeah, we did it.
Thanks,
Teamwork.
Danny is my seeing eye dog.
Teamwork made the dream work.
He's your seeing eye gimp.
Hey.
Oh my god.
I
Go
don't know
latex
why-
daddies.
Move. I don't know why black people wear these, but okay.
Does
See,
it help?
black people are blind people.
Blind people.
I honestly thought he said the other thing too, Danny. I don't know why black people wear sunglasses. Because the sun hurts their eyes too. I don't know.
Like, those jazz people. I don't know much about.
Anyway, baseball. It started yesterday.
It's
funny, the last few people-
My season lasts as long as Justin Seals did.
Yeah, I'll be
Yo.
back.
The
Yeah,
last
I
few
hope.
people that are exiting the hangar here at work, they like see me with like all the lights on in my truck, and they're like giving me the strangest looks right now.
Give him
No,
the
Bring
fucking
them on the
link.
show. Bring them on the show.
Rick, you need to print out a QR code to put on the side of your truck.
Yo, that'd be dope.
Scan this code for live shows on Friday nights that you're driving home.
That sounds
Leaving
very
it in that truck.
fancy.
Actually,
And this live
I'll show y'all
private
something real
shows.
quick.
It's just
We've been dropped.
I'll show y'all something real quick.
I don't want to see your pecker.
Oh, it just started going low.
So
Have you ever
the good
wondered what
news
it'd be like to be
is
Rick
if I
Spencer?
hold my phone like right here at this
Oh, I
angle,
like it.
I can kind of read it almost.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah.
You don't have any boogers, Blake.
Boy.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was just.
Yeah, you look well
just
trimmed.
helping. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, no big hangers, no nose hairs hanging out.
I've had nothing to do the last 4 days, so
You've been
plenty
picking
of
your
booger
nose a lot.
picking.
Yeah.
plenty of booger picking.
Have any of your other senses heightened since you've been blind?
Oh yeah.
No, not really.
Damn.
Oh, that's
No, I farted today in the doctor's office and I couldn't smell it, so nope.
oh man, that's really bad.
It was just all the wind escaping from you from your.
I could hear the
Pounding.
the HVAC unit though running. So maybe my hearing, not my smell.
Yeah,
That's probably good.
here it's good.
That'd be terrible if, like, fuck, Daredevil. If his superpower wasn't like hearing, it was smell based.
You can smell crime.
Oh God, where am I? Oh, it must be down by the docks. And he just walked into a strip club.
That's funny.
Gross.
All right, so are we talking?
Gross.
Are we talking sports? Did Danny pick a team?
No.
No,
We
we
haven't
were
even moved-
saving it because Rick said he'll be on late, and I didn't want him to miss it.
All right, well,
He worked on
We're talking baseball. We're talking baseball, and then we're gonna get into spring football, and then at the end of that, we can do a review.
Yes.
Sick. Let's
We
do
can-
it.
Rick has an amazing video to do that for. So we'll just.
Can Ryan pull it
Save
up, though, is the question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
Hey, do
can't
we?
I?
Well, I mean, I know spring training's over, but do you have that baseball video?
Oh, we didn't play that, did we?
Yeah, play
That
the
was my
baseball.
fault last week.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if
Peanuts, get your peanuts in. It's time for the BAM Sports Show MLB Spring Training Review.
That was dope.
That was a
Okay,
great
so
video.
fucking
Hold on,
cool.
wait. Could y'all hear that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I couldn't
You
hear
have
anything.
so on
Dude, your hearing's
on
going
your
too.
phone. If
You're the
on your
worst
phone, there's a
blind
button
man.
you have to click for the
Blake's
sound.
going deaf now, too.
Yeah.
No.
All right. That's
If you're on your phone, there's a button you have to click for the sound.
Zero
Helen
shot
Keller.
me finding that. Anyways, we believe you. It was a great video, Rick.
It was a great
job.
video.
Great job.
Visually
Hey.
stunning.
I got a question. This time last year, like at the beginning of the opening, we had our predictions for the MLB. Do we want to say that for next week, or do we want to just go ahead and do our way too early, like World Series picks?
You want to do
Cubs
World
in
Series?
Yeah,
The
we did it
Cubs in
last time.
7, Cubs in 4.
Ooh, we're not going to sweep
No.
5.
Or do we do our division? Like we picked our division winners and our World Series winner.
Yeah, let's just run.
I'll tell you
run
who's
through that
not
real
winning
quick.
the division. My St.
The
Louis
Milwaukee
Cardinals.
Brewers.
Accurate.
Not your Cardinals.
According to
Both of those
Fangraphs, you're
responses
wrong.
were correct.
Really?
Fangraphs came out with their preseason, like,
Yeah,
Well,
they're
I will
looking
tell
at
you
that
that
stat
high
line, they're
fag or
25 and
whatever.
not 45.
Yeah.
I will
So,
tell
all
you
right,
that.
let's start in the
opening
AL
game
East.
against-
Oh, go
I will
ahead,
tell
Rick.
you
Sorry.
that. No, it's all good. I will tell you that opening game against the LA Dodgers was absolutely putrid. I think
You guys got
Goldschmidt was the only guy to get a hit. It went for a homer, but that was our only hit of the game in a 7-1 rout.
Wow.
2 hits.
Wow.
They got
And you know, I
Dry.
was sad. I will tell you, originally I was sad that I had to be here at work. You know, the entire time that I was sad that I had to be here at work while the game was going on, but I'm
then
really
you
not that
weren't
upset about it
sad.
now. I'm not that upset about it now. I'm not.
Yeah.
I listened to most of the Cubs game at work.
You got the Cardinals got 3 hits in that entire game.
Yes.
Oh, they did get 3 hits.
All by
I thought it
Paul
was-
Goldschmidt.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, so I was still
Talking
right.
to
So
you
Goldschmidt
into
was
my
the only
mic,
one
so
to
my
get a hit.
AirPod can't hear me.
I can hear you.
I
Fuck.
can hear you.
Ryan can hear me.
I heard you
I can
saying
hear
something
you.
about smoking a joint, and I'm packing a chillum right now, so.
Hey, doctor did not say could not ingest marijuana or have a beverage.
So who we got? What are we thinking? Division winners.
All right, let's start in the AL East, just because that's how it's lined up on my screen.
Okay.
I am going to roll with the Baltimore Orioles to win the AL East this year.
Wow, why don't you take the layup there, Ryan?
I feel like that's probably going to be a consensus.
I'm going to get that rebound from the layup that he just made, and I'm going to put it in the other side.
Hey,
Thanks.
dumbass, you don't grab rebounds from a made shot.
You are if you're just
I
practicing.
know we're not a
Yeah,
big
yes.
basketball show.
We're a cricket show.
Yeah,
We're a
where were you?
cricket show now.
Apparently. Blake loses his vision, we go to cricket.
It's
Wireless.
probably for the best, because we can see it, and we don't understand that game.
Okay, that's fair.
So who do you got, Keith?
I got the Orioles. That's all.
Those.
They looked really good. Yes, in game 1.
Speaking, also throughout spring training video, Rick, thank you. The review of the spring training was the Orioles looked really good. Who do you got, Rick?
Orioles as well.
Those. Danny, I'm guessing Orioles.
No, actually, because
He's gonna
I
take
hate
the
the
Yankees.
Yankees so much, and we got Juan Soto now with Aaron Judge. And I feel like that ownership and fan base will not tolerate back-to-back seasons of not going to the playoffs. So I'm going to go with the Yankees.
I think that's a solid choice. I really do.
It's not a bad pick.
It's
Did
not,
you see the clip from Juan Soto today?
That Rocket.
On defense?
Yeah, save the game. Nailing
Rocket.
somebody. I forgot who it was. Nailing him at the plate.
Juan Soto.
No, I know Soto throwing it. I forgot who he threw out. Blake, I'm assuming Orioles as well.
You may assume. You know what happens? You assume, right?
I make an ass.
You make
of
an ass of you and me.
I am picking.
Your nose. We've established.
Hold on, I got to look at my big board.
You can't look at anything.
The Yankees. I agree with
Come
you.
with
There's
me.
so much money in that city, and they're not going to throw big money at the deadline. They're not going to throw big money at free agents. The Yankees are going to win that division somehow, some way,
Listen,
by assassination.
I think that's
or
a great
godsend.
point,
The
actually.
Yankees will win.
He made a great point
Yeah.
about the deadline. That the Yankees always spend huge on the trade deadline.
Yeah, but they don't really have a lot of the deep prospect depth that I think a lot of teams will be looking for
Nope,
to make a
but in
big
MLB, you can
pitching
send
move.
cash.
Huh?
You can send cash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
We may see the first ever $1 million sent in a trade this year by the Yankees.
Crazy. Just because I have the Orioles winning the division doesn't mean I don't think the Yankees are gonna they're gonna miss the playoffs. I think that they are pretty far and away have to be a heavy favorite to go.
To get in.
Yeah. But it's just there's so much talent in that division, top to bottom, that honestly you could realistically look at any one of those 5 teams and go, yeah, they could win the division.
Yeah, it's legit the toughest division. I think we all agree on that, right?
Mm-hmm. Going from the toughest division to the easiest division, AL Central. You got the Twins, the Tigers, the Guardians, the Royals, the White Sox. I'm just gonna pick the Guardians just because I think they're probably. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Twins.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I was going to pick the Twins.
You know who it's not going to be?
The Chicago White Sox.
The Chicago White Sox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take. Oh, keep.
Are
you picking the Twins?
I'll go with the Twins.
I'll be the contrarian because I'm doing it 2 in a row. I'll pick the Guardians because I'm in Ohio.
That's fine. What are you drinking?
That's fair.
Fine.
This is called a Seagram, and it is super, super cheap. You get 12 of these for $12.
That is cheap. That's cheaper than I can buy a soda. That's wild.
Yeah.
Rick,
And it's
what do you
alcohol.
got in the AL Central?
I'm going to take the Twins as well, and I think that the White Sox and Tigers will be fighting each other for last place.
And this is the worst division
Yes.
in baseball, right?
You know what? I am actually going to change mine from the Twins, and I'm going to change it to the Tigers because I really, really actually like that. I like that Tigers pitching staff. I forgot that they've got a lot of young arms coming up.
Do you think Javi can turn it around?
I don't think they need Javi to turn it around. I think they're going to pitch their way to the playoffs and lose being swept. It doesn't matter who wins that division because they're not going far.
No.
The West, the AL West. You got the Rangers, the Astros, the Mariners, the Athletics, the Angels. Rangers, as we all know, won the World Series last year. They were a wild card team, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is Danny's division here.
True.
I'll defer and let you make your pick of the Mariners to start.
No, no. Mariners are my team.
But they suck.
My understanding is that the pitching rotation is killer, and I'm actually happy that they finished the preseason above 500 because they were like 0-10, something
start.
stupid like that. Yeah. But no, I'm not picking them to. I don't even pick them to go to the playoffs. I
Really?
really hope they do. No. Obviously, I'm hoping that they do. I'm going to just, go with the obvious here and go with the Rangers. I mean, Houston's, a toss-up between them, but I think the Rangers will take it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm picking Houston to win this division.
Yeah,
Second,
I'm going to go with Houston, too.
favorite team.
Yeah, I don't like Houston
I don't like them either.
at all. But I just top to bottom, I feel like they probably got the most stacked roster. The Rangers were a fun story last year. I just still they signed 3 shortstops for 3 different positions, a couple of years ago, and I still just don't think that that's going to work out too well for them later in the year.
But remember, the Rangers were winning the division all year until like the very end.
That's true.
Because they really, I know they didn't officially win it, but it came down to like the last week when they fell out.
I'm also just salty at the Rangers because they beat us last night.
We should have had that game.
Usually don't root for the Cubs, but I was like,
It was a good game, though. It really was a very good game.
We were this close.
I was watching it on game. I wasn't watching it on TV. It was just the game day, on the phone.
Yep. I had the Illinois game on. I had the Cubs game on my phone and on the screen, and I paused it so they synced up, so I got to watch the ESPN broadcast with Pat and Ron. Ideal. Lovely way to do it.
That's what I do in football season. I can't listen to, especially when it's Greg Olson.
Do you guys listen to football on the radio?
Yeah.
Dude, the Bears play-by-play guy on the radio, Jeff Joniak,
is amazing.
Seriously, if you haven't listened to a Bears game on the radio, the dude is a treat.
So what I do is, that podcast that I listen to, the Cheesehead TV.
Uh-huh.
They do a game day.
Oh, really?
So I just listen to them.
Nice.
And it's just 2 fans.
So wait, you don't even watch your own personnel from the actual organization?
I can't get it here.
He's talking about the radio. He's talking about on the radio. Yeah. Instead of listening to the, Ian Eagle or Ian Eagle or whatever his name is.
I'm just trolling.
I know.
That's fine.
Are you playing a
Who's
game?
making
No, I'm sitting here at my desk. I can't see anything. What the fuck do you mean am I playing?
Well, I just saw something on your other screen, and I was like, "Oh, is there a game on?"
On my other screen? I mean,
yeah.
My buddy's playing WoW.
Ah.
I'm watching him play WoW. He's fucking killing kids.
I Maybe. Can't believe that game is still around.
And thriving.
Right. So, American League, we got our division.
Wait, did everyone make their pick yet?
Oh yeah,
Rick,
no. Who made their pick? Rick, who are you picking in the West, AL West?
I'm gonna take the Rangers. I like what they did last year. They caught fire at the right time. Houston's always up there for sure. And I know kind of Houston. It feels like Houston, in a lot of ways, are becoming the new Yankees.
Mm-hmm.
In a lot of ways,
for sure.
But I don't know. I trust what the Rangers coaching staff did last year, and I think that they're primed to repeat and win that division.
I mean, I can
see
see.
They only played 44 games. I picked Houston.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
Blake?
So, are there garbage cans in the regular season?
Yes.
Okay, so that leads me to lean one direction. But honestly, I think if you look at the rosters, one team has a lot of superstars that come out of nowhere. You got Mike Trout, Anthony Rendon. There's
out of nowhere.
They made some good trades last year at the trade deadline with the White Sox, get some real pitching back.
Do you know who hit a home run yesterday?
Mike Trout did.
Yeah. And then do you know what the run differential for the Angels is so far? It's -8. It's -8.
Game in. So
yeah, one game in, -8.
My pick obviously lands.
Lock it in, Angels.
The Texas Rangers. I'm not fucking stupid.
I was hoping.
All right, so out of the
got him.
AL, you've got the East, the Central, the West division winners. Who do you got going to the World Series?
Yankees.
Super Bowl.
I'll go first. Yankees.
You got Yankees.
Crank Yankers.
Danny?
Yeah, I'll go Yankees.
Rick?
I'm going to go Orioles.
Damn it, Rick.
Orioles?
I'm going to go with the Baltimore Orioles.
You know, Orioles going in as a wild card actually makes sense.
Yeah.
Why?
I can
Because
see
Texas
it.
did it last year.
Because I think Orioles are good enough to
So did the Diamondbacks
to get there. I think they're a World Series contender team, even if they don't win the division. Because it's just the division they're in is just crazy. Like any team on that division, I think could win that division.
I mean, I agree with
And
you.
be a first seed.
Let's see. Keith, you got Baltimore?
Baltimore, yeah.
Okay.
If you want to see run differential, Jesus Christ.
What?
The Arizona is winning 7-1 right now after winning like 16-1 yesterday.
Christ. They're on a tear right now. I still think it's wild
We're
that the
fucking
Rangers...
2 days in, boys. Chill.
I still think
I
it's
don't want
wild
to.
that the Rangers last
They
year
will not chill.
won all 11 of their road games in the playoffs, which was
That's
crazy to me.
insane.
That's an insane stat.
I love it.
I'm going to pick the Texas Rangers to go back to the World Series.
I would love that.
Rangers, Orioles, Yankees, we're all divided. I love it.
I was going to pick the Orioles, but everybody else was picking them. And
No
I was going to
one-
say the Yankees, and everybody else had a
No one
zag.
fucking put any respect on the Cleveland Guardians.
Nor should they. National League. We've got the National League. And we've also got 14 viewers, it says, on our Twitter. Shout
We're
out
growing,
to
baby.
Make yourselves known. Go to the
Yeah.
comments. We'll talk
come,
about you.
Come say hi.
Come talk with us.
Come sail away. All right,
Absolutely.
National League East. Braves, Phillies, Mets, Nationals, Marlins.
Give me the Braves.
The Braves are like the
Wow,
team
Keith, why
in
don't you just
baseball right
subscribe
now.
to MLB.com, Insider, and just go with all their picks?
I think the Braves are an easy pick on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
It's like one of the few easier
Blake,
ones.
who are you gonna pick? Are you picking the Mets? Are you picking the Marlins since you're gonna be contrarian?
Well, you see here. So sometimes there's once a year there's an event, and it's the largest event in the World Wrestling Entertainment history.
What is going on?
Who
My
the
bad.
fuck is watching me on the same computer?
My bad. I accidentally pulled up Twitch. My bad.
Keith has like 4 screens going up, just us all over the room.
He's like, hey, babe,
I'm
you watch
just
the
like-
show?
I'm 7
On the other
our
side of the
11
camera, it's like a Bond villain. He's just got like 8 videos of us playing like the Matrix.
We've got 14 viewers and 13 are Keith.
Welcome
It's all
to my
Keith.
lair.
Keith's just trying to boost the views. Come on, sponsors.
So,
All right, so who are you picking? You're picking the Phillies because WrestleMania is in Philly. Gotcha.
Maybe. Or maybe I picked the Fish down in Miami. But anyone with a brain fucking picks Atlanta. Go Braves.
So you're picking the Marlins?
The Braves.
Where are you?
Picking the Braves. Keith.
All right, we've got a majority of people here. Actually, pretty much all of us are NL Central team fans. Because you like the Reds, right, Danny?
That's right.
All right, so I'm going to skip. I'm going to
He's a
save the
red dick
Central. We're
rider.
going to skip over the Central to the West. Diamondbacks, Padres, Dodgers, Rockies, Giants. Obviously, it's going to be the Dodgers.
Is it? Is it?
It's going to be the Dodgers.
I did not pick the Dodgers.
Give me the Snakes.
To win the division?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me the Snakes.
Rick, who you got?
And that's no troll. Give me the Snakes.
Rick, who do you got?
Rick?
I don't
Rick's
think Rick
gone.
can hear us.
Rick.
Hi, Rick. Hi,
Rick, feed your
Hey.
hamster.
Can you hear
Rick?
us?
All right. Sorry about that. No, my phone was acting crazy.
Who you got in the West?
The West, the NL West. Well, I'll tell you who it's not going to be.
The Rockies?
That's not the question, Rick.
I don't. Yeah, it pains me to say probably the Dodgers.
Don't buy into that media bullshit, Rick.
It's not media
are a
bullshit to
true
look at that
American.
team.
I hate
That
saying
team
that.
is so loaded.
Yeah.
They're
See, we
currently
said
beating the
Houston's kind
Cardinals
of like the Yankees.
5-0.
I feel like the Dodgers are kind of like the NL Yankees.
Yeah, they 100% are. Which
Big
also,
market, just gobble up these players.
if I was an NFC East fan in football, it would make me worried about the new ownership for the Commanders because it's a lot of the same ownership of the Dodgers.
No shit.
Unless you were a Commanders fan already.
Right.
Yeah.
Just want to clarify.
Big block.
The Cardinals
For our,
have one hit through
for our
5
14
innings.
listeners.
So, Rick, you got the Dodgers,
Yep.
Danny?
Unfortunately.
Dodgers,
I will also take the
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Blake, Snakes. All right, let's move on to the best division in baseball. I don't know about team-wise, but definitely fan-wise. The NL Central. We got Rats, Reds, Brewers, Cardinals, and our dear Chicago Cubs.
Did you say Rats?
Yeah, the Pirates.
Yeah, the Rats. The Rats, the
Pirates.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
AKA Blake on Tuesday.
Yes. What?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that one.
All right, so obviously I want to pick the Cubs. So I'm going to pick the Cubs win the division, but I'm not doing that as a homer. I'm doing that as I think that they do have the best team in the NL Central. Do need Justin Steele to not be super injured, so
I
hope
really
there.
hope he mouthed it's just a cramp.
I hope that's true, but it sounds like it's a hamstring.
I heard
So-
hamstring.
Keith, you're obviously also going to pick the Cubs.
Yes, because we are the most returning team in all of Major League Baseball.
Yep,
And
which
we
would
made a
be
decent run.
more cool if we made the playoffs last year and we were the most returning team.
Accurate, Ryan. Accurate.
Who won the playoffs in that division? Was it the Nats last year?
What?
In
The
this
what?
division, it was the Brewers.
The
It was the
Nats.
Brewers.
What the fuck
It was
are
the
you
Brewers
drinking?
who won the division.
What are you drinking?
Barely.
You said the Nats.
This is
He did say the Nats, but he's drunk off Seagram's.
no. I know. I'm not picking them. I just
I'm
don't
not
remember
drunk.
who won.
I'm not drunk.
They're not-
Well, the Nats aren't in.
I don't
The
know,
Nats
it's
aren't in the
I'm not
division.
drunk. You're drunk.
Oh, they're not. They're in the East.
Yeah,
They're in
the
the East,
yeast. The national yeast.
My
He's
bad.
really locked into this segment.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so who are you picking? Rick, who are you
Me?
picking?
Cubbies.
Well, it's not going to be my Cardinals, unfortunately.
Okay.
Much
Say
as I
it,
would love
Rick.
Say it, baby. Say it.
No, I will
God.
not. I refuse.
You know you want to be right, Rick. Just say
So
it.
with the, give me the Reds.
You're fucking high.
Give me the Reds.
One of us is at least.
Two of us, Ryan. Let's be real.
Rick, are you supposed to be smoking on the job?
No.
I will tell you, though, I do really feel, and this is a very true thing, that the Pittsburgh Pirates are about to emerge. I think they're
Agreed.
maybe
I
one
hope
more
so.
year away, but
They
they
got
have
a
a
lot.
really, really good pitching tandem. Their 1-2 is like really good.
Yeah.
Worrisome. Danny, picking the Reds, I'm assuming?
Well, I will also pick the Reds to go to the playoffs as a third seed or as a third playoff wild card. However, to win the division, I am actually going with the Cubs.
That a fucking boy.
Not. And as someone who's not a biased thing, I just
Poor Rick. Gonna be all by
I feel
himself.
like that's happening.
Oh,
He's all right. He knows. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
I picked the Yankees to go in too, and I hate the Yankees are my least favorite, and I picked them to
Right.
go in. Obviously, I'm rooting for the Reds.
And obviously,
But I think it
Blake
will-
is picking
I think
the
it
Cardinals.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you put any fucking words in my mouth, Keith.
just
Get your-
penises.
Words out of my mouth.
yeah. Get
Get
I can make a
your
pick.
mouth.
Who are you picking then, Blake?
Okay, so going back to Ryan's point of the most returning team in all of
That's my
baseball.
point. That's my point.
Keith, this team barely missed the playoffs last year. Barely missed winning the division last
Pick
year.
your fucking team.
So
Draw it out more, Blake.
we upgraded at manager. Yes.
Stop.
How many games did we see the Cubs manager last year possibly cost the Cubs a win? We upgraded to the best manager in baseball. So now we're gonna pick a team. I think the St. Louis is fucking boring. Chicago Cubs to win the division. Thank you.
Man, you
What's
had
funny
that
is
queued
Blake
up.
has-
You were ready.
What's funny is Blake has no idea what I'm laughing at over here.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
You have no idea what I'm over here laughing at.
I forgot
No.
how to do chair. I forgot how chair work. And then I got
can't-
stuck.
what Are you fucking with your chair? I can't see that. I really.
You started
So no one
talking, and I started like melting in my seat, just like hurry the fuck up. And
But
then,
no one picking the Brewers or even okay, whatever.
No.
Fuck the Brewers.
Fuck
I
them.
fucking love the Brewers.
Okay.
The National League. World
Who's our
Series.
National League? Who's our NLCS winner? Blake.
I don't want to say it.
The Chicago Cubs.
There we go. Danny. Who's going to the World Series from the National?
I am making the exact same World Series picks I made last year, which was drastically wrong. I don't even think either of these teams made it to the playoffs. I am also doing it again. The Dodgers and the Yankees in the World Series.
Let's not bring up who I said was going to the World Series last year.
Who'd you say was going to the World Series last year?
Who'd you say, Keith?
I said it
Keith.
was the Cardinals.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Fucking nerd.
Asshole. You should pick them again. That way they don't make the playoffs again. Rick, who are you picking?
I'm gonna go with the Braves.
I forgot about the Braves. I would love the Braves to get in the World Series, but I think it's going
Braves
to be
would
the
love
Dodgers.
the Braves to get in the World Series too.
Yeah.
You playing Shaman?
What?
Nothing.
Ryan, did you pick yours, Ryan?
Keith, who you got
The Dodgers beat the Cubs in 7
in the NLCS?
in the NLCS.
I said, Keith, those two teams can't go to the World Series.
I said, but I wanted to put the Cubs in the NLCS.
Who's pitching Game 7 for the Dodgers? Kershaw?
They better hope not.
I'll take those odds all day.
Yeah,
Otani
for sure.
somehow magically pitches.
I am also going to pick the Dodgers. I think it's going to be a Rangers-Dodgers World Series. As far as who wins it, it doesn't fucking matter. Let's move on to spring football. We're an hour and 15 minutes.
That's right.
We wasted 20 minutes
Do it
talking
up.
about cricket.
Yeah.
Do it up, boys.
All right, Danny, are you ready?
Let's do this.
Wait, what? We'll do the UFL breakdown first, and then we'll do your...
It's time for the BAM Sports Show Extreme UFL Breakdown.
The Memphis Showboats. They've been waiting a long time and finally back on the field in Tennessee. How big's the crowd? I'll give you the specifics. 38,310 inside the dome today. And they are witnessing the play in the fourth quarter, and they were the difference. And so the Birmingham Stallions are the champions of the USFL. $17,280 in one section to create the beer snake. Now the celebration can begin. 8.5-point underdogs. Outright winners. The Arlington Renegades are XFL champions.
I hope they get a better trophy.
What?
I hope they get a better trophy.
Yeah. All right, so we've got spring football starting up this
And
weekend.
spring fantasy football as well. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Hey, is my
I have
team
no
good?
I have no idea. I don't even know if my team's good. But
I got
I'm committed.
AJ.
I auto
I'll trade
drafted. I don't hate my roster.
Keith, if you ever want Spotted Cow again, you're going to trade me AJ. Can't see.
Ooh,
I literally can't see.
tough. All right, so the UFL, the newest spring league, which is a combination of last year's XFL and last year's USFL. Birmingham
Jesus, Danny, put the joint down.
Stallions going up against the Dallas Renegades to
Arlington.
open Arlington. That's Dallas.
Dallas,
It's Dallas.
Arlington, whatever. They're going to win the game.
Quite literally Arlington. I grew up around that area.
Yes, I know. All right, so Stallions, Renegades. Who you got?
I think this should actually be just as exciting as obviously for biased reasons, us Battlehawks fans. But I think this is actually, I like that they kicked off the season with champ versus champ. You have the Birmingham Stallions, the champions, the two-time champions of the USFL, taking on the champions, the amazing Cinderella story champions of the XFL last year in the Arlington Renegades.
The 4 and
Great.
6
Hold on.
Arlington Renegades.
Hold on, but Rick, do you put a spelling bee champion and the smartest kid in the slow class in the same category?
I don't know, but that was a shitty reason to interrupt me.
That's what this game is. That's what this game is.
No, it's not. Anyway.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Anyway.
We'll find out.
So, no, I like that they did that. For all the trash that we talked about the USFL last year, and deservedly so, I think, in terms of, how they did the whole fan attendance thing and lack of home markets, the Stallions were kind of consistent. They were like a class of their own among the other USFL teams for the past 2 years. I would like to root for the Arlington Renegades for selfish reasons. A, I'm an XFL fan. B, I grew up going to games, at the Rangers games, at the what is now Choctaw Stadium.
It was Globe Park, right?
Yeah, Globe Life Park.
Like
Yep. But I think that the Renegades are going to have some problems with the Stallions. They have, with the exception of quarterback, they did bring in Matt Corral, which is going to be kind of interesting. That's kind of the unknown here. But for the most part, they have consistency as far as roster goes than the Renegades. So, and they're playing in Birmingham. Tough start to the schedule for the Renegades, playing at Birmingham and then following it up next week in St. Louis. So I'm going to take the Stallions in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm just kind of looking through power rankings and stuff and just looking at off-season moves. And, sure, the Arlington Renegades are our 2023 XFL champions, but they also did it as a sub-500 team.
Did they win the games that mattered?
Sure,
that's
true.
And to his point, like, we all thought that, I think it was the Houston game, like the XFL South Championship. Mm-hmm. We thought that Houston was going to mop their asses, and Arlington beat them. And then the team who was undefeated until they played the winless Orlando Guardians, the DC Defenders, we thought, oh, no, there's no way in hell. But they ended up absolutely trouncing the DC Defenders in the XFL Championship.
Yep.
So to their credit, they caught fire at literally the perfect and only time that they possibly could have.
The best possible time.
Absolutely. Like, great Cinderella story. Amazing Cinderella story. All thanks to the XFL's then wacky-ass playoff rules. But now it's actually going to be, I believe, like the 4 best teams in the league.
I do too, and I don't think it'll be Arlington.
It won't be divisional.
I'd have to double check, but I want
top
to
2 divisions.
And it's
I
only
think it's
8
conference.
teams.
I think it's conference. Like they do like the 2 best teams from each conference.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, last year was Arlington.
All right.
True. Then we've got the 3 o'clock game.
Well, hold up.
Fox.
We didn't get everybody else's picks for Arlington versus Birmingham.
Keith.
Who's not picking
Birmingham.
Me?
Birmingham.
Blake's going to pick
Arlington.
Yep. Danny?
I'm picking the Stallions.
Yeah, I'm going Birmingham here, too.
Rooting for the Renegades.
Yep. The jig is
Get the
up.
fuck out of here with that bullshit.
The jig is up. Our time is out. They finally found me. Renegade, who had a made. Sticks, anybody? Battlehawks versus the Michigan Panthers. The Jeff Fishers.
No, well,
Did Jeff Fisher play?
Jeff Fisher got fired. He hasn't been there for a minute now. But yeah, so the St. Louis Battlehawks go on the road to play the Michigan Panthers at Ford Field in Detroit. I was kind of looking into it because obviously I don't think any of us kept up with the USFL at all last year, but
No.
the Michigan Panthers, this is kind of one of the things that there's one particular Panthers fan on social media that I think you all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The one guy that just kept tagging me in everything because of a comment that I made like several months before. But anyway, a big thing that they like to parrot is, oh, well, your Battlehawks didn't make the playoffs and blah, blah, blah. Well, the Panthers were kind of a diet version of the Renegades. They had a similar record. I want to say they had like a 4-6 record last year and like
exactly.
a 2-8 record the year before. But they got into the USFL playoffs, didn't do anything with it. And so that's a big thing they like to parrot. A lot of continuity on that Battlehawks roster. I think that this team, now I've read that there's some concerns on like the secondary and the defense for the Battlehawks, but as far as their offense, they've got an all-spring football type of roster.
Right.
You know, they bring in Ja'Cour Pearson, who was the number one receiver last year. Unfortunately, he's hurt. He's not going to play until I want to say week 3 or 4. But then they've got the number 2 receiver from last year in the XFL. Hakeem Butler came back to St. Louis. They've got Blake Jackson, who was the number 5. Number 4. And then Darius Shepard, who was number 5. Darius Shepard was also the special teams player of the year. Unfortunately, we didn't get Max Borghi. Our consolation prize was Wayne Gallman, who obviously is not as fun, but he does have NFL experience and showed a few flashes in the belief of Saquon Barkley.
He's a name that I have started on a fantasy football team once.
You get up?
So might be starting him again this year.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. I haven't checked my team yet.
So
he was drafted.
He's on my roster.
I
drafted him. But anyhow, they also signed, I want to say, 2 like all XFL O linemen. And then on the defensive side of the ball, it's a murderer's row. They have the XFL Defensive Player of the Year, and I want to say they signed a few more all XFL D linemen as well. So
don't forget, we got the reigning MVP.
A lot of speed in the secondary. It's that part I think is the only part that I've read is a mild concern. Nothing that I read about the Michigan Panthers really worries me too much. I think, AJ McCarron behind center again, like kind of bring the band back together type of a thing. I think that they get off hot, and I think the Battlehawks win this. And I'm not just saying that as a homer, just from a pure roster standpoint. Nothing on the Michigan Panthers really scares me that much. So
I'm going to go ahead and say it as a homer. Battlehawks stomp the dog shit out of the Panthers. Period.
Yeah.
I'll say it.
I also think the Battlehawks.
I think we're all picking Battlehawks here, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I don't know anything about these Panther fans, and I don't think they'll have any fans in the stands.
They'll have 14.
Apparently, there's like 4 other things going on in Detroit.
We've got a Sunday slate that is actually, I like it. It's an 11 o'clock start for the early game.
Ooh, okay.
DC Defenders versus the Brahmas. Where are they from? San Antonio, right?
San Antonio.
San Antonio Brahmas, the defending XFL 9-1 regular season best team, losing in the championship game to a 4-6 team, which is still asinine to me. Well, the Battlehawks didn't get in at 7-3 at all. Who you got? Who you guys got? Who you got? Who's going to win this one?
I think
so I'll wait.
I think the Defenders are going to win, but I think the Brahmas are going to be this kind of wild card team that's going to surprise a lot of people. I think that market's just big enough, and I think there's a lot going on down there that I kind of feel like it's going to be almost a second, not as crazy St. Louis, but I think it's going to be soon be comparable with him. I
Not
think,
close.
I think it'll be comparable. I think
They couldn't hold our pocket in a county jail.
Yep. Okay.
I'm going to pick the Brahmas just because the Defenders have lost a lot of talent, and they just lost their 2023 leading rusher, Abram Smith, to a season-ending ACL injury. So he's out for the season.
Who's
tough.
the running back that they brought in? I remember reading it. I just forget who the running back was that they brought in.
Doesn't matter.
Jordan
Go
Teamu.
Brahmas.
I don't know.
No.
Solid running back signing.
I remember they did bring in a running back. I just can't remember who it was.
Which team?
The Defenders.
Oh, I'm on their own team then.
I guess while he's looking that up, I'll kind of say my piece on it. Yeah, I think that, kind of the low-hanging fruit here would be to pick the Defenders based on last year. But like Ryan said, lost a lot of talent. But Jordan Teamu, I think we've all kind of been parroting his praises over the past few years between his stint in the XFL and then the USFL and now the XFL again and now the UFL. He's been an absolute baller. I know the Defenders are kind of our rivals in St. Louis, but Jordan Teamu has always been phenomenal. It'll be interesting to see. I think you kind of have two, not wild card like playoff, but just wild card just from a pure what's going to happen with this team standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Both the Defenders and the Brahmas are kind of like that for different reasons. Obviously, Ryan kind of laid the foundation there for the Defenders. I think on the Brahmas side of the ball, they have a new head coach. Gone is Hines Ward, and enter Wade Phillips to coach the Defenders. We saw it. I mean, Wade Phillips has.
You want to talk about experience?
A massive resume, right? And yeah. So that kind of speaks for itself. So I think that obviously the Brahmas, and they had a pretty solid defense last year, very good pass rush last year. And so I think with Wade Phillips there now, I think that may, kind of add a whole new layer, kind of kick it up a notch in that regard.
So
I'm still going to pick the Defenders just because Jordan Teamu. I think that him and
he's not Mahomes, bro.
He's UFL Mahomes.
Him and AJ McCarron are the two best quarterbacks in the league.
So one of the things, and it's exactly what you were just mentioning with Teamu, is the one thing I think that holds the Brahmas back is their quarterback. In that whole division, you've got Luis Perez, who's a pretty damn good spring quarterback. Jordan Teamu, AJ McCarron, and then for the Brahmas, they're starting a first-time pro starter in Chase Garbers. And
that dude's a stud, bro. What are you talking about?
Huh?
Garbers?
Yeah.
Did you watch his college ball?
Yeah, I'm just saying his first pro games.
I'm just trolling as fuck. I have no idea.
I'm just saying, Blindy.
I didn't watch any of the footage, as you can tell.
Yeah, I know. But I think that I still think the Brahmas win, but I think that if the Defenders are going to win, it's going to be because of Teamu, and I think if the Brahmas lose, it's going to be because of the inexperience of Chase Garbers.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those situations. If the Brahmas win, they'll win. It'll be a low-scoring affair. They win. Although I think a lot of these early games are going to be low-scoring to begin with.
Sounds like Bleaches.
Players, different teams. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think if the Brahmas win, they win ugly. But
I've seen enough of Jordan Teamu to know that guy's a stud. So
Yeah, he plays. Let's see if Blake is still. Oh, he's quiet now. He must be finished.
I'm yelling at the dog. Sorry.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah,
hear you whispering under everything.
We can
That's
see
all
the
the
jar
games,
of peanut
right?
butter
That's all
behind
the
you,
games.
buddy.
That's all the games, right? That's all the games.
No, we got one more game, I think.
All right, what's the last game?
Keith, time out. Keith, who you got?
Perfect. Give me the Brahmas.
Brahmas.
What's his
Thank
team,
you.
baby?
That's a team,
No,
remember?
it's not.
Oh yeah,
Picking the
are
home
you-
team.
Danny, who'd you got?
I'm taking DC
You got the DCs, and Blake,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
got the DC.
because of Tiamu. Yeah.
No, I got Brahmas. I got the Brahmas.
There we go. All right. Final game, 2:00 start on Sunday. The Memphis Showboats versus the Houston Roughnecks.
Give me the Roughnecks, and then I'm just
Memphis.
gonna go
I gotta
away.
go. My wife's leaving. Bring us home, boys. Thank you.
See you,
Sorry,
Blake.
guys. Bye.
All right.
Where?
Keith,
All
who
right.
you got?
Give me the Roughnecks. And go.
I'm picking the Showboats.
Picking all home teams.
I'm going to take the Showboats only because I haven't picked a USFL team yet. So just why not?
I'm going to pick the
No, I picked the
Showboats.
Stallions, actually.
Did you pick the Stallions, my guy?
I did pick the Stallions, actually. Whatever, I'm picking Showboats anyway.
Whatever. Keith, shut up.
I do what I want.
That's my part.
I'm going to pick Showboats too, only in the name of consistency. I know that they had kind of a rough season last year, but a lot of changes happened to the roster. Obviously, gone is Wade Phillips as the head coach of the Roughnecks. I forget who is the coach of the Houston Roughnecks now, Ryan.
I'm looking it up. Sorry. CJ Johnson.
I want to say, and this may be what used to be the Houston Gamblers, but now in Houston Roughnecks uniform.
It is Houston Gamblers organization, but they took the Houston Roughnecks name.
And actually,
It's a better name.
technically, the
It's a much
Houston
better
Roughnecks are in the USFL conference.
Hmm.
So, I'm going to take the Showboats just because
You want to
I want
take
to
all
say
the
it
away
was the
teams.
Showboats. The quarterback, Case Cookus, is he the Showboats quarterback?
I'm looking. I apologize.
I'm trying. My computers.
Ooh, betting odds. I got betting odds on the games now, guys. I didn't know
Is
those were
Case
there.
Cookus the Showboats quarterback?
Memphis Showboats.
Cole
Just look
Kelly.
up Case.
I think it's Cole Kelly.
Roster. Position. Quarterback. QB. Case Cookus.
Yep. So Case Cookus.
Case
He's a lot. He's
Case
a name.
Cookus.
While I don't know a ton about him, he is a name that I've seen a lot of buzz around in the USFL. So just on pure, I've heard of that player and I've heard some buzz about him. I'll take the Showboats, and although I believe the game is being played in Houston at Rice Stadium. So whatever, I'll take the away team here to play spoiler. But give me the Showboats.
Yeah, I'm also going Showboats here. It is Rice Stadium. You were spot on. Spot on there.
So,
Ray.
are we sure that the Showboats QB isn't Cole Kelly?
I'm on the UFL's website.
I'm on the
Looking
USFL
at-
website somehow.
Yeah, see,
How's that
it
still a thing?
was the UFL. Anyways, Danny, we've touched on our preview.
It is time.
We've touched on the
time.
preview, and now it's time for you to make your dark sacrifice. Are you ready for your blood oath?
Yep.
Don't
Cue
you
me
have
up.
video?
Daniel.
You motherfucker. You motherfucker.
That is so good. Yes, beer snake. Oh.
Dude,
The
Nick
fucking
is
horns.
gonna love you.
Why?
I was
Ryan
trying to
Reynolds.
figure out how to blow you up on your.
Wow. No.
Ah, you made him
He
go
left.
away.
I didn't do it. He just dipped. He was like, peace, bitches. I'm out.
That
He partied too hard.
it makes perfect sense because we have given a lot of praise to and I'm sure Daniel will speak on this, but DC is probably one of the most fun fan bases in the league.
They did look like a lot of fun last year.
That beer snake and the lemons, that shit's legendary.
It must be refreshing to have good football in that area again.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, I agree.
I switched my lights to red because I was like,
red.
Danny, let's do the dark blood sacrifice now. And then he was just like, DC Defenders, bitch. So I'm in a red room now.
Whoa.
Danny Gilmore, DC Defenders fan. Wow.
He just left. I think he just evaporated.
Yep.
Well, that's a hell of a walk-off on old Danny's part.
Yeah, I gotta get to driving home. I got about an hour drive home. I've been literally just sitting in the parking lot here at work.
I just gotta walk upstairs.
He's back.
There he is.
You son of a bitch.
Danny Gilmore, now fan of the DC Defenders.
Super fan.
Super fan. Hey, buddy. Can you tell us kind of what went into your decision?
Yeah, why? It's probably just because of this.
This is the only reason why. Is this a copyright?
Oh, buddies.
Bye,
All right,
Rick.
Danny.
Been waiting a long time to
Talk to
support
us.
this baby here.
Talk to us. What led to your decision to? I wonder if he's going to say what we had talked about, but what led to your decision to be a DC Defenders fan?
Well, what did you talk about?
Well, you tell
I'm
us
gonna
first. What led to your decision to be a DC Defenders fan?
Well, the team from Washington, that's not the Dragons, was a big factor. But honestly, they've been like my second. They're different Washington, but
Washington.
That's it?
They've actually been like my second favorite team like for a while, and I was picking between the Defenders, obviously the Brahmas, and maybe I was thinking about Alabama, right, the Birmingham. But
Didn't even
the
give
more I
consideration.
thought about it, I was just like, man, DC's well, the teams that are left, they're my favorite team.
So the battle.
The Battlehawk DC rivalry for the show has begun.
Excellent.
That is awesome.
I love to hear it.
So the shit
All
talk
right.
all season will commence now.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, we'll just go ahead and end this hour and 40-minute long cricket show
Yeah,
with
and I'll
some other
start
sports
my hour
thrown in.
drive home.
And I'll go pee. And then go outside with my new dog. I got a new dog.
Nice.
You got a new dog.
All right, fellas.
You look cute.
Take care, Rick.
Unreal.
That's why you drafted Teamo. That's the real reason.
That is.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anyways, we'll be back next week. Thanks for watching the show. We had a bunch of people watching apparently tonight. Thank you for your views. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a follow. Not all in
to us
that
next time.
order. Talk to us. We always love viewer interaction and all that. But with that, we get the new DC Defender superfan Danny over here. AZ1, Rick Horn. Is that right? Is that your military title?
Yep.
We got the best car wash person in Springfield with Keith. Rainstorm. He likes golden showers. And then me. I'm going to go smoke weed with my dog. Have a good weekend. Happy Easter. Enjoy the sports.